We'll name this half Marlin Jr. and then this half Coral Jr. Okay, we're done.
I like Nemo.
Nemo. Well, we'll name one Nemo, but I'd like most of them to be Marlin Jr.
Just think, in a couple of days, we're gonna be parents.
Yeah. What if they don't like me?
Marlin,
Oh, really?
there's over 400 eggs. Odds are one of them is bound to like you.
Coral? There. It's okay, Daddy's here. Daddy's got you. I promise I will never let anything happen to you. Nemo.
On its surface, Finding Nemo is the touching story of a clownfish named Marlin, who searches the vast ocean in hopes of finding his lost son, Nemo. Along the way, Marlin meets a number of interesting fish and animals, and gets himself in a variety of interesting situations. By the end of the film, Marlin learns a little bit about the great many mysteries of the ocean, and a bit about life itself as well. Delve deeper into the story, however, and you'll find that loss, and the acceptance of loss, plays a key role in the film. Marlin, due to his nature, and also due to the events surrounding his life, cannot let go. His inability to let go and trust others not only limits himself and his friends, but also puts him and his friends in danger. It is no stretch of the imagination to interpret Finding Nemo as a story based on coping with loss. The themes of loss are evident in the work as a whole, including loss which cannot be changed, such as the deaths of his wife and children. By learning to let go, Marlin has a chance of going on with his life, not simply being hindered by his past. At a key point in the film, Marlin is even instructed by his friend to let go.
It's time to let go! Everything's gonna be alright!
How do you know? How do you know something bad isn't gonna happen?
I don't!
The explicit meaning of the line in this scene, to let go of the whale's tongue, hides with it the true meaning of the film, letting go of the past and past loss. Given all this, it is not unreasonable to see Nemo not only as Marlin's son, but as a personification for the losses Marlin has endured, yet still cannot let go of. Nemo, in this case, is simply a metaphor. The word Nemo itself, when taken from the Latin, means nobody or no one. In a sense, this effectively makes the title of the film Finding No One. Consider Nemo's abduction towards the beginning of the film. It occurs on what would be Nemo's first day of school, a day which many parents must learn to let go, not be overly protective. Nemo's loss is not a punishment for Marlin learning to let go, but rather his inability to. The image of Nemo being pulled out of the water upwards into the open air evokes the imagery of souls being pulled into heaven. The choice of a white boat, as opposed to any other color boat, may draw parallels to the white whale, Moby Dick, which represented God, nature, the great unknown. The ocean proves to be a vast area to search. True, Marlin has a difficult time finding anything in the ocean. The only other character that is there to help him throughout his quest is a regal tang named Dory, who, because of her short-term memory loss, essentially suffers loss every day. Despite this, Dory's character proves happier and more well-adjusted to coping with life's problems than Marlin. It is with Dory that Marlin is tested twice, the first time failing. By not listening to Dory, and not letting go of his own control, they are both nearly killed by jellyfish. Later in the story, Dory instructs Marlin to let go, a phrase with both literal and implied meanings, which Marlin then follows, leading them closer to their destination. Other examples of Marlin letting go of his own control are easily apparent. It is not a coincidence that Marlin and Dory make great progress towards their destination in an undersea current, an ocean highway where a traveler submits his control and literally goes with the flow. For a search movie, Finding Nemo is surprisingly devoid of discovering new evidence pointing them towards their goal. Instead, Marlin learns a lot more about coping with loss and learning to let go. Much of his progress comes from trusting others' judgment, not new clues. Nemo, the metaphor for Marlin's losses, becomes not a literal goal, but a figurative goal. This point is emphasized by the end of the movie in the last shot. The last lines of the movie are not words of finally coming back together. Instead, they are words of goodbye.
Bye, son.
The metaphor of Nemo is fully realized as he fades into the deep blue sea, and Marlin comes to terms with the losses in his life.